must make predictions! It's happening. The final PlayStation event is here tomorrow. And I've got some amazing predictions. Well, I can't guarantee the amazing. But I do have 10 of them. That's pretty cool, right? Hey, Carbon-based Bander, you have any other predictions for the PlayStation 5? More Godfall? That is 16!
It's 16.
Oh my god!
Wow.
Exclusive? Bruh.
I am loving this so much, dude.
Day one, baby. Oh, giant spiders, I'm out. Oh, dragons. I'm back in. Yes! Yes! Thank God! We did it! November 12th! This is the logo, and this is the main theme that I got copyright claimed on yesterday. Ragnarok? Dude, this is full God of War 2, isn't it? So yeah, I'm worried about Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl. If anything, people are actually really excited. Almost too excited. I hereby call this meeting of the stands of Judy Neutron to order. And if they don't join, well, we have other ways to convince them. Time to... Hello, we're here to ask for your support in the Judy Neutron campaign. No, sorry, I was actually going to be putting my support in for the Crimson Chin campaign. Well, that's a shame then. Randall, get the zip ties. Carbon-based Bander, the cultists are breaching the front door. For Jimmy's mom. No! Wake up, everybody, because I have been taken captive by the cult of Judy Neutron. And they have so generously given me an old Nook phone and an Australian internet connection to either announce my undying devotion to the cause or beg for a ransom of 12 million bells. Now, I know what you're thinking. Bander, just go with option A and play along. Well, from what I hear, Carbon-based Bander did something similar, and things didn't go great for him. Oh yeah, I love Judy Neutron. Big fan of hers. Hey, remember that time she barked really loud? Hilarious, what a talent. Huh? Oh, yeah, of course she'll get into the game. Look how many of us there are. Gotta be at least 16, 17 of us? That's enough to change the dev's mind, right? Well, yeah, Judy's great, but what if they put Bulby in instead? How hilarious of a twist would that be? For Jimmy's mom? And the only man I know with 12 million bells is Tom, and I'd rather sit in a torture chamber than go back into debt with him again. Now, I could use my limited internet connection to signal the media or call for help, but there's a PlayStation conference tomorrow, and the sound dampening in this chamber is amazing. So let's do some PlayStation predictions. I've got just enough SD card space on this thing for 20 predictions. So let's get started. Now, it's a 45-minute conference and has the exact same name and time as last year's PS5 show, which had about 12 game announcements and 2, let's call them platform announcements. Some of the trailers last year were a little long, and I assume they're not going to be as long this year, so let's just say 15 segments in total here. And so, 20 predictions. What will be there and what won't actually be there. And even some wild guesses that totally could happen. Who knows? Let's get started. Prediction number 1. There will be nothing about Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl in this show. This is a PlayStation event, not some Jeff Keighley joint. Gotta have some standards in these.
Hi, are you making a video game prediction YouTube video about a glorified commercial where you insult the game that your cult kidnappers are obsessed with instead of talking about your converting to our cause?
No, just going on a tangent before bringing it back to the topic of our orange-haired, green-dressed goddess.
Well, make sure you include Deathloop in your video. Sony loves talking about that.
Will do. For Jimmy's mom.
For Jimmy's mom.
Prediction 2. Sony won't show off anything from Deathloop, NBA 2K, Forspoken, Pragmata, or Hogwarts Legacy. I don't think Sony is brave enough to show Deathloop for the 5th time at one of their shows. 2K is coming out on Friday, and while it's been at the show in the past, I think it's a little too late to include this one. And the rest, I think, are a little too far away to talk about in a more in-depth fashion. And they're not going to do another cinematic trailer for these. This ain't a Microsoft show, am I right?
Oh, there it is. Typical PlayStation fan. Always got to make it about Xbox. Hey, Randall, You mind giving me some serrated zip ties? Looks like you grabbed a Sony pony that needs to learn his fandom is toxic.
Number 3, Call of Duty Vanguard will get a big demo. I assume multiplayer since they showed single player recently and they had this at last year's show, so I think this one is a pretty much a given. Prediction 4, the show will open with a big reveal of God of War 2. We'll get a similar gameplay segment like they did in the Horizon State of Play, the official subtitle Ragnarok obviously, with a summer 2022 release date. The big gameplay reveal will be that the Leviathan X is needed to keep something in place. I'm not sure, some sort of like, we have to hold this thing up in order for it not to destroy everything or destroy the area. And so Kratos will have to take up a new weapon in order to be able to fight. And that weapon will be Gungnir, the spear, and will have some cool lightning-based powers. Also, Thor will be an ally in this game, not an enemy. And Atreus will be a little bit older and have some playable segments, not the whole game though. Prediction number 5, Ghostwire Tokyo will have a focused gameplay segment with the introduction of the main cast and will launch in April. Number 6, Horizon will get a new trailer focusing on exploration and a new city. We'll get the reveal of the in-universe board game Scrap, and, as well, the reveal of a new robot dog companion that will join you on your entire journey and will have its own skill tree. Number 7, Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy will get a new montage trailer that will show party upgrades, how decisions will affect the story, and how you can explore the ship. You'll also be able to travel to a couple cool merchant planets like Nowhere and Xandar. It will also be the reason I get a copyright claim on my reaction video. Thanks, Square.
Oh, you're gonna have some great reactions with these new zip ties on you.
Number 8, Rockstar will finally show off footage of Grand Theft Auto 5 for PlayStation 5 and the official reveal of the GTA PS2 trilogy. It will come out with almost all the original soundtracks with some new tracks and have some rework controls. And it's gonna look as good as the Halo Combat Evolved remasters. And it'll be out next year. Prediction number 9, Final Fantasy XVI will have a brand new trailer detailing how the game handles time, summons, and combat. We'll get some more info about Clive and 2 new party members. It will also get a summer 2021 release date and an interview with Yoshida after the show. Prediction number 10, Fortnite will have a brief segment where they show off the Season 7 event, some hints at Season 8, as well as Nathan Drake and Chloe Frazier coming to the game. Number 11, Gran Turismo will finally get a new trailer showing off their 4K 60 FPS ray tracing mode. And I'll be honest, I don't really know much about Gran Turismo, so I've got nothing else here. It'll have the Cybertruck, sure. The last GT game I played was Gran Turismo 3, and I looked at it recently, and I saw it says Gran Turismo 3 A-Spec, and I have no idea what A-Spec is, and I've had this game for like 20 years. It's going to be out in March. Number 12, we won't get anything about Spider-Man 2. Aww. Insomniac has been carrying PlayStation shows for the last couple years, so it's time for them to chill a bit. Prediction number 13, we will get the announcement of DLC for Housemarque's Returnal, a brand new biome to explore, some new modes to try, and a free update that will allow you to save mid-run. But no, you won't be able to save scum. Number 14, Capcom will officially unveil 2 brand new games. The first is Dragon's Dogma 2, which is one of those games that was in the big Capcom data breach, alongside a Power Stone remake, and something called Resident Evil Hank. Game will be out next fall and will not be in the RE engine, which apparently Capcom would want you to believe that the RE and the RE engine stands for Reach for the Moon and not Resident Evil, which is just nonsense, am I right?
Yeah, that's a load of malarkey, Capcom.
Prediction number 15, the second Capcom announcement will finally be the reveal of Street Fighter 6. The final DLC for 5 is winding down, so it's time for the next game. The trailer will not show Ryu at all and will not mention him. And people will be like, what the hell? Where's Ryu? Is he okay? Is he safe? And they won't mention him until just before the game comes out. And they will have a guest character, Tifa, from Final Fantasy VII. I know it's a bit of a reach, but a man can dream.
I'll be honest with you, I have the biggest crush on Tifa.
Hey, I thought you were dedicated to Judy Neutron.
Oh, Randall, never mind about the serrated zip ties.
That's more like it. Number 16, the showcase will end with the reveal of The Last of Us Part 2 Director's Cut. It will have similar features to Ghost of Tsushima, but will have a Left Behind-esque segment from Abby and Lev. It will also feature an extended ending. The game will also come with beta access to Naughty Dog's standalone multiplayer title, The Last of Us Turf War. That's what I'm calling it. It's going to be sort of a more expanded version of The Last of Us factions. It'll be a story-focused PvP game about wolves versus scars. You pick a side, and you get a story focusing on either side's perspective during the war before the truce. It's sort of like you pick the scars, so you'll get a story that convinces you to side with the scars. You pick the wolves, you get a story about the wolves, and that'll be sort of like the big the big Naughty Dog Risk story about, like, can they pull off these two separate stories that half your player base is going to go on. Director's Cut will be out in October, and Turf War will be out next fall, and will be PS5 only. Now, these last ones are where I get kind of out there, so they're just for fun. Unless I get them right, in which case I get double points. PlayStation will announce that they are making a commitment to bring its legacy PS1 to PS3 games titles to PS5. Through the use of a new backwards compatibility engine, they will allow you to download old titles through PS Now. And they will show off a handful of titles coming this year, including the Ratchet and Sly collection, God of War 1 and 2, and Metal Gear Solid 4. Number 18, PlayStation will finally announce the acquisition of Blue Point Studios and talk about their continued focus on remakes as well as their next project, the Metal Gear Solid remake, in collaboration with Konami and produced by Hideo Kojima. Kojima will have a talking head and will talk about some of the changes that the team plans to make to modernize the experience. He will also reveal that, prediction number 19, PlayStation has licensed Silent Hill from Konami, and he will be directing the new reboot. He says he's glad to be able to see his original vision through, and PT will be reinstated on the PlayStation Store. Let's freaking go. And lastly,
You know what? I think you're not actually on a tangent at all. I think you're really making a prediction video instead of declaring your undying love for Judy Neutron.
wait, no, I was just getting around to that.
No, I think we're done here. Time to take you for further breaking.
No, I swear, my prediction of Kingdom Hearts 4 will absolutely relate back to Jimmy's mom.
All right, fellas, take Bunder here to the Planet Sheen Theater.
I swear, I love Judy. She's my waifu.
No more lies.
Fine, well, she's not even the best mom on Nickelodeon. The real one would make a better rep in All-Stars anyway.
What? There's no way anyone could beat Judy.
Gentlemen, I give you Maddie Fenton.
No, don't fall for the tricks Judy stands. This latex plastered, thick, curvy, great moveset potential.
We got a Code Green down in the torture chamber. Code Green, a fractional cult is forming around a different cartoon mom.
Fenton freaks to war.
Judy stands, defend the compound. And that's how I escaped a cult, using nothing but my obsession with video games and cartoons. Whose hobby is a waste of time now, huh, Dad? Anyway, unfortunately, due to the ongoing civil war between the cults and the fact that they knew my address, I had to move to a new place under witness protection. But it's not all bad. Since I can no longer leave the house, I should be able to focus on making more... Oh. Hello, carbon-based bander. Are you all done with the programming? Yeah, I feel great. No more cult activity for me. Uh-huh. Great. Glad to have you back. Looking forward to working on more videos with you.